I think we are live on YouTube. Let's see. Hello, welcome everyone once more. Good evening. Happy challenge days, guys. Number 20. Great to see you all. Happy weekend. Good evening. Good Saturday to you guys. Welcome. Once more, I think I am live on Jewel Places. Let's go live on Facebook too, and hopefully Facebook also will give me decent live today, not causing me that many issues. Uh, Hopefully you guys can hear me and see my screen. Seems Facebook re-jumping me in and resetting me in. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see my screen, and as I'm not too laggy. I tried to solve the lagging issue of the OBS. Hopefully, I got there. Right now, I am streaming. Uh, Stream levels are pretty good. We're not dropping any frames, pretty cool. I have kind of really stayed up quite late to solve this out. So far, everything is good. And hopefully you guys can hear me and see my screen. And obviously I can't really see your comments, guys, because I'm not really either platform currently. I'm not on Facebook. Uh, I'm not on YouTube. If you guys are commenting, I do appreciate that. I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see them. Uh, I thank you anyway for hanging out. And as usual, welcome everyone. This is once more is Evan on behalf of No Limit Email team. Thank you for watching our lives and our replays. We do appreciate you guys. That being said, as a system-wide update to you guys, as you all know, I already have uploaded your leads for the day challenge. Everything's working, and you should be good to get in and create your emails and send those out before 12 midnight, so we don't jump over the days. And that being said, um, thank you once more to everybody who joined us lately, and we do appreciate you. Please do provide us the details that we ask you to provide, especially your domain. You put your domain in Cloudflare, and you also verify your email in Cloudflare, and you send us that Cloudflare login details, and we will install it on that domain you choose to add or to be used for installation of the system. And when you've done that, just forward your login detail to me or to our team in email, and just wait for you for a bit, and we will update you as soon as basically everything in place. We will release it to you. That being said, congratulations to everyone else who just lately got the accounts active and sending the email. Start sending the email, and if you haven't started yet, please do reach out to me, and we make a live room, especially me and you. We go one to one, so I can help you and get yourself orientated with the software that we're using and functionality, what you can do, what you can't do, that kind of stuff to help you tune the system to your liking and your needs. Do not hesitate. Make that basically call with us because it's very, very important. And As it is challenge evening, guys, but before I get logged in and we do today's email, I have not really uploaded data on my own systems yet, but uh, as like yesterday I showed you in the beginning, this time I will do exactly the same, but in a smaller segment, so to just demonstrate how nice and easy it is that you can upload any kind of leads and any kind of lists to the system. So just wait for that within the stream. And as it is weekend, I don't want to hold everybody hostage in here for too long because we have a live room and there are challenge members are all interacting and working together, and so I will be jumping in straight after. But before that, I want to torture you with my silly daily song, and I hope you like this one. It's a little bit, I don't know, I think I got ABBA fever in me or something. Anyway, enjoy, and I'll be back in just a sec.
Join our challenge, let's begin. Unlock the greatness that lies within. In a world that spins so fast, it's easy to feel lost, outclassed and outlast. But we're here to guide, to steer, break barriers, conquer fear, gain your strength, curiosity ignite. Together we'll reach new heights. Our challenge tailored just for you to propel towards skies. With transformative exercises in hand, we'll help you rise, take a stand. Engagement fuels the fire of your emails. We spread your words on the internet. Your reading is aspiration that drives the ambitions of many like never before. Take that first step, don't delay. A brighter future, just a click away. With one email, your journey starts towards a life of purpose, beating hearts. Don't miss this chance, seize the day. Invest in yourself, come what may. Enroll now, let's begin new. Unlocking potential for me and you. Join our challenge, let's pave the way towards endless possibilities, come what may. With targeted outreach, conversion soar. Together we'll achieve even more. No limit else is your.
Alright, no limits is your to control. That's what's supposed to said. In the end, obviously, the Suno app cut it off. Anyway, guys, let's get rid of this out of my screen, and welcome to day 20 of second round challenges. As today you will be sending 33 plus thousand emails. Please get into your system and process your email as previous days you did. And that being said, let's get rid of that, and I'm just going to bring on my own system up, and just give me a second, guys, please. Yes, come on, Google's lagging on me a little bit, guys. So for the beginners and the people who's joined us new, and this is what you will get, guys. You will get login dashboard like that, your login page, and obviously username and password. You log into the system, and just be patient with the system, guys. It is when you're doing things, just give it a little bit time, because it's live. It's a living thing, so just take care of it when you get it right. And that's been said, as you can see on my dashboard, for the period of that since I was kicked off the previous round of the challenges up to now, the system has got very close to the really 2 million emails. So I'm only for probably 3 to 4 emails away to do that. And so far for the month of May, is already have uploaded basically day 4. We already have passed 100k on 4 days on in the May. So as you can see, so for right now, and I'm going to show you guys that who gets in brand new and get in, and this is the first 3 things that you really need to do. One of them is do not upload contacts on contacts directly here. So that is your archive of the contacts, all of your database of the contacts that every segment you upload, or i.e. every list you upload, will be archived under that tab. So lots of you making mistake uploading contacts in there. And on this video, I will also show you the correct way that you upload your leads to the system. So the first thing first, that you just got to go to the segment. Segment's a list. When you're looking for a list, you don't see it. In the system, list is essentially segment. So you go and you create segment. And as you can see previously, I have done this quite a few times. So in order to just make a segment, you go to your where it says new, you press and pops up this list builder kind of list ID type of place. So you give your list name. For me, it's going to be day 41, email 41. But remember, I'm doing this because the challenge, I'm naming this list like this, so I know I sent email to this list on this day. But obviously your list based on your could be based on your own products, could be based on your niche, could be based on your community. You name it the way you like it, what you want to remember that list is about. So for me is, as you can see, I'm just naming it like that, and I'm not going to put any allies. I'm not going to put any public name. I'm just going to leave everything else, so the system default will fill in. One thing that you gotta take notice, if you're going to later automate this when you're uploading it, just leave it yes as a public segment, so basically give you better options. That's so you automate. When it says visible to public, what does mean is really whoever you add to your system will be visible to them. Obviously it's not going to be visible to me what you're uploading. So and also leave it on yes to publish. And this is based on if you can make a landing page that you want every email that you send to this list has that landing page kind of process center, that you can do that, and you create one. And obviously if you go over the question mark, it gives you some indication what those are for. And obviously category, I haven't done category for this, but for you, you can actually go here and go to the bottom. In your case, if you don't have any of them, you create a category. So for me, I just want to also show you that you just create a new category. I'm going to call this one basically 30-day. I'm going to 30-day CH, or like 30-day challenge. I can give myself a color and allies and all that. The machine will kind of automatically fill in for you, and you save and close. Now you have actually created category for this list, and you save and close. That's it, you're done. As we have now our list, but there's no contacts, so let's actually go ahead and import some contacts. In order to do that, you go back to your contacts, because the contacts has a function that we gotta export. So when you're in here, normally people just go and add new and all that. You can do that manually, but what we want to use, we want to import list. So next to the new, and by the way, if you go to the new, it will just pop up a kind of really contact form that you fill in physically, just like anything else. But in here we have these functions available under this arrow, and then as drop down menu you have you can export CSV that you already uploaded as a list, and you can export them in Excel and CSV format. But and also you can see your history of import and export in here if you go to history. So what we want to do, we want to go to import, and pops up obviously file import entry for us. So we can choose a file. Let's first do that. Let's choose a file. I'm just going to select a file that I want to upload for this. I want to only upload tiny small segments in here, so you guys can actually see conclusion and the actual functions that when you're uploading that you need to really know that, so you don't actually change things. Let's get about 1,000 contacts. So let's get this 1,000 contacts in here. And in here at the bottom, you don't need to change anything. This is system batch process limit. This is the limiter of the CSV file, basically read and write type of, as you can see, they are all important parts. And you don't change anything in here. Is no need to actually change anything. So all have to do is now upload, and this gives us obviously where do we want to upload this, in what segment, and places that you select to put the list in. So first of all, you need to go over where it says contact owner. You click on this little arrow, will pop up. Obviously don't select us as your sport, but select your name, so you own the list, right? Not us. So the segment that obviously we want, it was we created day 41, and I'm just going to select, find and select that day 41, I think, here. That's the list we just created in this segment. The tags, obviously I'm not giving it tags at this moment. On this CSV file I only have a email content. So, and I'm just going to find an email and match that field that is in that CSV file. And obviously your CSV could have lots of different fields in here. Just match some of the necessary ones, and so the system will import in. And here also leave it on no, so if you have emails already in, you don't want contact override stuff, and just leave it at no as it is. And you simply import. There's two functions. Import in the background is very useful. Then you can obviously use the browser, use the window that you are on. Alleviates you, basically still continues in the background because already upload kind of we selected file, the machine already read the file, and in background is most preferable for time saving and obviously for you as well. But and also import in browser, and let's just do that so you can see the verifier that is in behind the scene will import and verify these emails for us, and we are ready to actually go ahead and make an email and send email to this list that we are just uploading. So just give a machine a second, and when you are doing this in this window, do not shut it down because you are using the actual window now to physically import stuff. So that's why background is always preferable, that you know, in case browser crash. So that's one of the risks we take when we say see it in browser or import in browser. So just be aware of that. And as you can see, the actually data was pretty clean. Previously, obviously, I have cleaned this data, and we have found no really bad emails in this. And of course, you can look view contacts, view imports, and all that kind of stuff in here again. And successfully, we imported this contacts. Next thing we gotta do, let's jump back and actually in channels. Obviously, first I want to show you that the actual contacts we imported, and it's got imported to the segment that we selected, which is the list we selected. Now we have 900 odd contacts that we just uploaded. And let's go ahead and actually make an email and send email to this before we actually jump over to the other room. So we the emails is under your channel, and easy, as very similar what we created segment that you also create in email. And you go new, and we have two options in here. As we uploaded the list, as for the broadcasting email to, we will select the new segment email, and we press this, and this is our beginning of our email, guys. I have not written the email content, but I'm just going to write small subject in here. This is important part of the email. This is where the email writing begins, guys. The subject line goes here. I'm just gonna put really this no limit emails question mark, and then my internal name for this will be day 41, email 41, because the segment and well as the challenge. So I'm naming it internally to know this email is for this day, and this obviously I sent. And here I'm just going to again just find that segment with 900 contacts in, which is we know segment 40, day 41, email 41, day 41. So this is basically beginning of our email. Rest of this in here you really don't need to do anything because we're gonna do direct broadcast. But further down, if you want to time this to go out in different times and all that, that you can basically go here, select the date and time you want this email to go out. And of course, you have a power to publish it to certain day and unpublish it, but we recommend that you just leave it this everything else in here empty as it is. Just leave it. And what you do is next part, obviously when you've done this part, it becomes a choice of what themes did you want to use for this email. So just as a word of advice, do not use confirm me or this one, because this is for internal messaging if you have a big company and doesn't have unsubscribe link in the bottom. So when you send it with this specific template, maybe your email and IPs and all that can get in trouble with people's like Google. So because it didn't have unsubscribe link added to the email, just don't use this one. This is for internal communication really. But if you want to use it, just import your unsubscribe link is embedded all the rest of them in here, that you can use any of them as has unsubscribe link. But for me, as you can see, is a blank is selected because I really like to build my own emails as a kind of blank slate that you can build your emails the way you like on there. So let's go ahead and actually in this stage I'm just going to save, which is save as apply to the work we did here. And now we're going to actually hit the builder before save and close. And this is the email builder that we use internally. This is available to all of us. And one more thing, I just want to give you an extra friendly tip here. When you're writing something in here, as you can see, the format of header changes, and there is a solution way around that. Just don't get frustrated. You just go back here, and what you do, you see is there is two separate elements here, and they are like kind of being built within each other, but really they are separate. And so what you want to do, you just want to highlight it, literally just drag it up a notch, and now it's out of it, as you can see. And you can also delete this. You don't need that. But if you want to leave the header, you leave that. And then the way that you bring that kind of little content area for yourself, you just create a new section. Just make section that like the green arrow stays like that, and you pop it in. And then within the sections, we want to add a text, so we can bring our email content text in here. So let me just actually get something from my previous email so I can show you guys. Just a moment. So let's get a previous day email. I think I have as a document somewhere in the Google. Just a second. So this is quite a bit long email, by the way. This is actually post like, but I'm going to just actually get this like that and paste it where it says highlight text. Again, once more on this text area, another tip: when you kind of deleted or gone back to there, just press spacebar and it will jump forward once or twice, just like that. The reason is that when people viewing the text in the mobile phones, different devices, as actually show all of you kind of text instead of being covered up by device sidebars and all that. So you just paste it like that, and as you can see, we have it. And of course there is a kind of link in here, and I want to link this somewhere, but right on the main content, that's it for me. And I'm gonna just actually take this, as you can see, the header in here that we have in the article or whatever the list I made it from ChatGPT. I'm going to paste it in here, and you will see we have keep that kind of nice a larger format of header. But obviously if you don't want to obviously repeat it and here, then you just basically delete this part and hit go backs like that, and you have your content there ready. The next thing that what is very very important when we build an emails, we have to have some sort of signature, some sort of disclaimer, a legally binding disclaimer that we are communicating with this world, and we want the permission to send them next email. If it's not, they can unsubscribe. So that's why you have that. And the second thing is obviously we need to add that disclaimer and signature. And I'm just going to get that from my previous signature, just and then copy and paste it in. But before I get the signature text, we also like to add our images and all that into the email. Let's do that. So we're just going to drag section. I like everything in within its section, so you can have a better control, guys. Obviously you can throw almost everything one after the other, but really I like it, and because then you have that control element, a better control element of the sections, that where you put in your images in, like literally your gifs and your images. So I'm just going to leave like that. And the next one I want to do again, also create another section like so underneath. And this section in here, I'm going to put my signature, and I also want to add extra space, almost actually whole section, so that it separates really like the content a little bit, and pushes the unsubscribe button a little bit further down. And that's the intention in here. And the other thing I also add is maybe add another section at the top, and that is the reason I do that is when people you looking at a mobile device, your text is not covered up by the basically top banner of the sites and devices they use, and so it basically pushes them like this in the view of the eye, instead of being like somewhat like this. So normally that would be like that in the devices, but obviously when you do that, you see whole thing that is actually an eye view. So important. Obviously you don't have to kind of put it blank. Let's say I want to actually put my logo on here, so let's do that. And this time I'm just going to drag an image again, and I'm just going to add my logo. And then obviously this is one of the older logos we have, and I'm just going to drag like that, and let's set my logo down. Obviously at the bottom as well, after my signature, let's actually create another section. So we do the same thing in here. So we add our logo again in here, and this time just like this one, and we hit OK. And this one is very quite large, so we're gonna drag it basically to don't break the UI. As you can see, we broke the frame in here, and just obviously in mobile will not really look very good if it's like that, so we'll kind of throw everything off balance. So you can see where's your frame stretches like that, you know you broke it. If you drag it back, so you know you are within the frame, so your site, your sites as well as your email will look really nice on mobile phone, just like so. As you can see, still way out, so let me pull back in. So this is where you adjust actually your mobile content, so it looks really nice. The same as the top, you can look at your logo, it's very stretched, but don't worry, like this is basically what you do in order for you to really mobile optimize your content that you're uploading, so it looks really within the eye when somebody viewing it in a mobile. That's the whole idea. You can go the other, and then of course you can go the other, but you can right now obviously this, when I'm still editing, is not stretched, but when you compile it will stretch and fill up the space. And if it's not, you just change a little bit of setting of on your section here, like the section here, you can go and do the different things, so it stretches up automatically. So just be aware of that. If it doesn't when you are editing, do not worry, it will when you compile the email, which is we're almost done. And I'm just going to get a email signature from my previous day email to send you to send this email out to the list that we just uploaded in the stream. So let's get my, this is my previous day email, As you can see, I'm just going to actually copy from here, because this is within the system. Will also kind of keep same format and your links and everything else. So you copy from there, and we drag a text once more. Again, I want to delete this. Go back and press space a couple of times and paste this in. And now we have our signature in here, our email content, our email header, our logo. Obviously, you just obviously fit this in the way you like, guys. And then when you're done, you can actually look preview, see what's look like, and then when you're happy, you hit the send. So this is it, and we're going to hit X. There is no save in here unless you're using a code. And of course, if you're using a code, you just paste in here. If you're importing source code to make sure that you go 95 to 97 where it says style head, between head and a body, you press enter a couple of times and paste your source code in there, and everything else system default will stay, including your unsubscribe on and everything else. And as you can see, since we put the content in, the machine already built code for us, so you really do not have to code anything. So in here you can save, but really we don't need to, because auto saved. But now, as you can see, is actually compiled, and now everything is itemized in here within the email, right? So we are happy. We just click X and go, but you didn't have to do save on that with the code. I just showed you that's the function that you can also do after if you are editing the code, and that way you save your templates. That's why I show you that. So in here we are ready. We're going to literally save and close, and that what we'll do is this will give us now a URL that we can preview, and this is the email that we just compiled. All the links and everything else is good. I am happy with this. I'm going to send this, and the send function is work like this. When you done that, obviously you have the segment, you uploaded, you made your email, and you hit the send. And in here again, do not change really anything what you see in here. This is the batch process number, and this is the actual list number that we just uploaded at you earlier, which is the segment day 41, email 41 segment, and we're going to hit send. And in here is a human confirmation. Are you really sure? Are you happy that you want machine to take action and queue this data to be sent out? You say yes on the send. I'm happy, and now machine will do the job and will send this emails to this 1,000 people we uploaded. And that will, obviously 1,000 people is not very large amount, but for some people maybe it is, but really for the system is not. And as you can see, is processing 1,000 emails less than a couple of minutes, which is, my internet is slow anyway, but as you can see is we sent 998 emails without fail, and it's done. So right now obviously we're doing some new tune-ups and everything else. The data is coming back to us a little bit repeat, and you will see all the clicks, reads, obviously, and all the links that you have in that email is get tracked. So you will see your clicks and hits in here. So let me show you a little bit of that. So from the previous emails, let's go back on email. Obviously that email is already gone out, guys, is done. And if we look my previous emails, you can see in here the read and kind of like reads from different emails. You can see the numbers, and as you can see, yesterday is so far still growing at 21. This is kind of slowly they're creeping up, as like some of them is a bit larger, but previous ones even a bit more larger. As you can see, different kind of setup is giving us different kind of velocity. And right now, because we are doing challenges, we send in millions of emails to not burn out system. It is a little bit algorithmically going out. That's why. So our traffic is actually live from day to day, still growing from same email. And the reason is that there's lots of in-house technology that we build into the system, guys, allows us to do something really interesting within the emails, so not wasting emails, so to speak. And that's basically, if you're in the group, if you're part of the thing, you already know lots of stuff that we talk about, and it's quite unique and is really bespoke, being designed for this specific system that for ourselves we are using, and all of you get it in the back end without really single cent extra. And it's same as that email verifier and all that. But there's a lot more technology been built to it, guys, than just what you see on this UI. So as a as a system, as you can see, literally over a period of, let's say, March till May, which is right now, obviously we're going, as you can see, I have reached, sent out, total sent out 1,623,711, and obviously we're still growing, and that's going to reach 2 million very shortly. So if you still aren't skeptic and watching this videos and thinking, oh, this is like not gonna work for me, all that, I think you should rethink what is really no limit email capabilities are for me and you. Get in and experiment with. If you're not happy, you can always unsubscribe and probably learn a few things and help yourself. Obviously, we want to help people that really choose to work with us, and we are open to everyone in the world. So it's working, guys, for us. I'm sure it will work for you too. So that's been said, guys. Happy weekend, happy sending, and come join us as it is challenge still continuing. We still got quite a few days to go. Please do push it out, guys, and it's pretty amazing what is happening last 40 odd days within the No Limit email network, and it's pretty amazing. And I'm blown away, by the way, and I will see everybody just a moment in the room. Take care, have a great weekend, and I will speak to you guys same time, same place tomorrow. Bye bye for now.